Nigerians doubting my name. Family can request for DNA test for confirmation. APC presidential candidate Tinubu. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Some Nigerians had alleged that Tinubu had another name on his primary and secondary school certificate after the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) published the personal particulars of the 16 presidential candidates and their running mate who will be contesting the 2023 presidential election. Now, let me speak a little on this. It is not DNA. Who is the DNA? Who are they going to match his DNA with? They don't know your family members. They don't know your brothers, sisters, or whoever. They don't know. So who would they be matching the DNA with? Number one. Number two, it is not a proof that you're going to be a very good leader. It is not a measuring yardstick. The news in detail, please. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had another name on his primary and secondary school certificate after the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) published the personal particulars of 16 presidential candidates and their running mate who will be contesting the 2023 presidential election. The All Progressive Congress candidate did not provide any information on his primary and secondary education, neither did he attach certificate for his tertiary education. Instead, he attached an affidavit to the INEC form where he claimed that his certificates were stolen after he went on exile during the late General Sani Abacha era. The affidavit reads, I quote, I went on self-exile from October 1994 to October 1998. When I returned, I discovered that all my property, including all my documents relating to my qualifications and my certificate in respect of paragraph 3 above, were looted by unknown persons. My house was the target of a series of searches by various security agents from the time the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was formed to adjourn following the military takeover of government of the 17th November in 1993. I was the chairman of a Senate Committee on Appropriation, Banking and Finance. I was also a plaintiff in one of the two suits against the interim national government in 1993. I went on exile when it became clear to me that my life was in danger, Tinubu has said in his claim. Addressing the British Royal Institute on the 2023 general elections, Tinubu claimed that his record has been consistent. My record is consistent and the school and the university they questioned. They now confess that they wasted their money and time. The record is theirs. The transcript is theirs, showing March 1952. I'm not claiming another father. I am Tinubu and Tinubu proper. If they want a DNA, they could as well request for one. One of them has been accused of not being a Nigerian citizen. I did not touch that area. Chicago State University, where I graduated, has attested to that. Now I can announce that I have received my regional replacement degree from them, he said. Now, first of all, I don't want to dabble into this, but normal, in situations where your original certificate is lost, the school gives you another one. And I am saying this because Tinubu is not an ordinary person. If you are an ordinary person, let's say you're just a student. Let's say, for instance, I had one incident, one particular student, fire engulfed his properties and everything, everything got burnt. That's one. In that case, let's say he's an ordinary student, maybe the school go, they turn him up and down. You understand? But Tinubu is Tinubu. Do you know what Tinubu is? Do you know who he was or who he is now? All he needs to do is na letter. Somebody could just go that he wants a replacement of, and they're going to do it for him. So you see all this cock and bull story of it's in and it is not even, it cannot be used. Okay, we can't use it to check if he's going to be a good leader. It is not a measuring yardstick for good leadership. If he wants to get it, he will get it. Like I said, if you are somebody who is what am I even saying? Yes, there have been people that lost the certificate and they got their certificate back. They got it back. Not to talk of the person of Tinubu that's, snap of the fingers, just snap of the fingers like this. It is done. He's coming out to tell us, this one, that one. I beg. All this one they are telling, to me, it is not even, that's why I said it is not even necessary. At this point, it is not by how many schools you go. Leadership is not, the past most especially the past wife of the president, the person of Patience Jonathan, we saw her show sympathy than somebody who went to school that is learned. Yes, a lot of people are now referring to, that time we had a mother. The person be saying, the mama no go school. We were ashamed of her. A lot of people insulted her. Some even sent her death threats. Some even abused her and said she would die. She did not come out. But we have somebody who was learned and who will not even tolerate that kind of a thing from us. So what am I saying? It's not a measurement for good leadership. But my own is, if he wants to get it, he will get it. Getting it is not the problem. It's not a problem at all. Even if he wants to tell me that, that time, they ordered the school not to give, say the person never can die. Abacha don't die. So what is going to be his excuse? But like I said, it is also not a measurement for good leadership. My own is, instead of you coming out telling us, this is not what we want to hear. This is not what we want to hear. What we want to hear is, you see that a manifesto, bring it and come out. Come to town hall meeting. Let them ask you questions. Say, this is your manifesto that you wrote, or maybe people wrote for you. You gave them and they wrote it for you. How are you going to be solving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems? How are you going to go about solving it? Tell us, let us see that vision you are seeing about Nigeria in your eyes that is making you come out to contest for president. That is, if there is any. Because I don't know for people, but somebody like me, I can't just wake up and say, this is what I want to do, without having a vision about it, without me saying, this is where I'm going with this. It's not possible. So, that is what we want to hear. Come out, sell yourself to us. Sell that your vision. Like I said before, somebody like me, you cannot just wake up one day and say you want to be a nurse. If he calls, do interview. Majority you see people, why are you studying this? They'll say, there was a time my mother was sick. Why are you a nurse? There was a time my mother was sick and I could not help her and it was painful for me. And she finally, if situations where she nearly died. And so since then, I said, I'll become a nurse so I can help, not just, you understand? Why do you become a surgeon? There was a time you see stories supporting, this is why they ventured into this particular field. You understand? So we know that there is always a vision, except he does not have one. Except his own vision is maybe materially, the material kind of vision. I want to get this, I want to get that. No. Do you understand? Now, he will help us to see that vision of his. That is what I mean by convincing. Somebody is selling a product to you. This product, what does it do? It clear pimple. It make your face glow. You are selling that vision of you go on to imagine how your face will go on to glow. You will say it gets maybe pimples for your face. You go on to imagine how your face will be pimple free, smooth and glowing. That is it. You're selling that vision to that person. And the person ends up buying that product. But if you don't sell it to the person, if you don't convince the person enough, the person is not convinced enough, they will not buy from you. That's what you're saying. So key into it. Tell us what the vision you have for us is. Convince us and let us see if we're going to vote for you. That is what but the thing is, we're not even supposed to be telling him. If he likes, he comes. If he does not like, Nigerians, take your grievances to the poll. Alright, in this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen.